Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects every single one of us. Stress. You might think of stress as this big, scary monster that's always out to get you. And sometimes, it definitely feels that way. But what if I told you that not all stress is bad? In fact, in small doses, a little bit of stress can actually be your superpower. Think about it. That jolt of energy you get before a big presentation? That's stress. The focus that kicks in when you're on a tight deadline. That's stress, too. It's your body's natural alarm system. The famous fight-or-flight response, getting you ready to face a challenge. It sharpens your senses, boosts your energy, and helps you perform under pressure. Without it, life would be pretty dull, and we'd probably get a lot less done. So, a little stress can be a great motivator, pushing us to grow and achieve things we didn't think were possible. But here's where it gets tricky. Our bodies are designed for short bursts of stress, not a constant, never-ending marathon of it. When that alarm system gets stuck in the on position, that's when we have a problem. This is what we call chronic stress, and it's the monster we really need to talk about. It's the difference between sprinting for a bus and running a marathon you never signed up for, day after day. When you're constantly worried about work, finances, relationships, or just the state of the world, your body is flooded with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. And over time, that constant flood can do some serious damage. So, how do you know if you've crossed the line from helpful stress to harmful, chronic stress? Your body and mind will send you warning signs. It's like the check engine light on your car. You can ignore it for a while, but eventually, you'll break down. Let's talk about the physical signs first. Do you find yourself getting headaches more often? Or maybe you have constant muscle tension, especially in your neck and shoulders. Trouble sleeping is a huge one. Either you can't fall asleep because your mind is racing, or you wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep. You might also notice digestive issues, like an upset stomach or changes in your appetite. You might either eat everything in sight or have no appetite at all. And then there's the sheer exhaustion. It's not just feeling tired. It's feeling bone-deep weary, like no amount of sleep can recharge you. These are all signals from your body screaming, "Hey, I need a break." Now, let's move on to the cognitive and emotional signs. Because stress doesn't just mess with your body, it messes with your head. One of the biggest signs is brain fog. You might feel forgetful, have trouble concentrating, or find it hard to make decisions. You might be staring at a simple task at work, and your brain just feels like static. Emotionally, you might become more irritable or short-tempered. Little things that you used to brush off suddenly make you want to snap. Or maybe it's the opposite, and you feel a constant sense of anxiety, a low-grade hum of worry that never quite goes away. You might lose interest in hobbies you once loved, or you feel the need to isolate yourself from friends and family. This can create a vicious cycle, where stress makes you pull away, and the resulting loneliness makes you even more stressed. Recognizing these emotional shifts is crucial, because they can be sneaky and build up over time until you feel completely overwhelmed. So, what can we do? We can't just eliminate all stress from our lives, and we wouldn't want to. The key is managing it. It's about building a toolkit of strategies so that when stress levels rise, you have something to reach for. Let's start with the immediate, in-the-moment fixes. When you feel that wave of stress hitting you, one of the most powerful and simple things you can do is focus on your breath. Seriously, try this with me now. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Hold it for 4 counts, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. Do this a few times. This simple act of deep breathing activates your body's relaxation response, telling your nervous system that it's safe to calm down. It's an instant reset button. Another quick fix is to move your body. Get up, stretch, walk around the room, or do a few jumping jacks. Physical activity helps burn off that nervous energy and releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Now, for the long-term game plan. Building resilience to stress is a marathon, not a sprint. Regular physical exercise is probably the single most effective thing you can do. You don't have to become a pro athlete. A brisk 30-minute walk each day, a dance class, or a bike ride can make a world of difference. It improves your mood, helps you sleep better, and makes your body better at handling stress hormones. Sleep is another non-negotiable. We often sacrifice sleep when we're stressed, but that's the worst thing you can do. Aim for 2-9 hours of quality sleep per night. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Read a book. Take a warm bath. Protect your sleep like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Your diet also plays a huge role. When we're stressed, we tend to crave sugary, high-fat comfort foods, and while that might give you a temporary boost, it often leads to a crash, making you feel worse. Instead, try to nourish your body with a balanced diet full of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. A healthy body is a more resilient body. And don't forget the power of connection. Talking about what's stressing you out with a trusted friend, family member, or a partner can be incredibly therapeutic. Just getting it out in the open can take away some of its power. Don't feel like you have to carry the weight of the world on your own shoulders. We are social creatures, and we need that support. Let's also talk about your mindset. A lot of our stress comes not from the situation itself, but from how we think about it. Are you a perfectionist? Do you tend to expect the worst-case scenario? Learning to challenge these negative thought patterns can be life-changing. One technique is called when you catch yourself thinking something negative, ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? Is there another way to look at this situation? For example, instead of thinking, I'm going to fail this presentation, you could reframe it to, I'm prepared, and I'll do my best. This is an opportunity to learn. It's not about ignoring the problem, but about approaching it with a more balanced and less catastrophic perspective. Finally, one of the most important things you can do is to make time for joy and relaxation. Actively schedule things into your week that you genuinely enjoy. It could be listening to music, spending time in nature, working on a hobby, or just watching a funny movie. These activities are not luxuries. They are necessities for a balanced life. They refill your tank and give you the energy to handle the challenges that come your way. Think of it as preventative maintenance for your mind. You wouldn't drive your car for years without an oil change, right? Don't do that to your brain. Remember, managing stress is a personal journey. What works for me might not work for you. The goal is to experiment and build your own unique stress management toolkit. If you feel that your stress is chronic and overwhelming, and nothing you do seems to help, please don't hesitate to seek professional help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide you with targeted strategies and support. There is no shame in asking for help. It's a sign of strength. Managing your mental health is just as important as managing your physical health. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this discussion has given you some valuable insights and practical tools to better understand and manage the stress in your own life. Remember to be kind to yourself. You're doing the best you can. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on living a healthier, happier life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What is your number one tip for managing stress? Let's share and learn from each other. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.